Going on? Your boy Yo Scruggs back at it. Let's talk about it. Watched the Chris Rock special the other day. Uh, Heard mixed reviews about whether people enjoyed it or not. I enjoyed the special overall. It wasn't on the level of Bring the Pain or Big and Black. It wasn't on that level, but it was still pretty good. I thought it was better than Tambourine, which was his last special. But the main thing, of course, everybody focusing on is his response to Will Smith. It finally came out. Although, if you don't know how comedy works, which is why some people was hearing like, "Oh, I heard he got a joke like this about Will Smith." A comedian might take 6 months, a year, a few years to come up with material for a special because it's not just that you come up with something funny, then 2 weeks later you on stage doing it on a special. You work the joke over and over. You add pieces, you take pieces out. You tour the joke. You go to different comedy clubs and you work it out. So a lot of people are saying, well, why is it a year later and he's still talking about it? Why is there a time limit on when this man is allowed to speak his piece on about a situation that happened to him that he didn't cause the situation? I mean, unless you say, well, he told the joke and it caused it, but trust me, he didn't tell that joke about Jada expecting to get bitch slapped. So you can't tell that man, well, you should have responded sooner. It's too late. Plus, that's not how comedy works. Of course, he could have did an interview or something and talked about it, but he chose not to. He chose to use his God-given talent, what he's most known for, which is telling jokes, which is where a lot of comedians, it's therapy for them. So you can't say, well, what are you waiting so long for? It takes a long time to come up with a special. What was he gonna come out with a special that was 5 minutes long, just telling the Will Smith joke, and then say, all right, I'll be back in a year to do my real special? That's not how it works. As far as the material we used, telling the joke, uh, I think this is the first time I've ever seen Chris Rock angry. Like you can see that he's still bothered by it. You can see he's still angry about it. Probably still embarrassed about it. Now I'm sure some of that was just part of the performance. You got to put that performance in it as if it just happened yesterday. You make it seem more believable, more real. But I didn't have a problem with anything he said. I know some people upset that he called Jada the B word. He said it one time. I mean, if we're gonna get mad at that, I mean, damn, you gotta be mad at a lot of people in this world. Uh, I thought that most of the focus of that joke and that subject Will Smith was directed towards Jada, which I agree with because I think she's the one that's pushed Will to this. Like Chris Rock said, with her entanglements and going on the red table and talking about it, they both responsible. Don't get me wrong. She didn't tell Will to go up there and slap him. He did that on his own. But Chris was also right. Said what we all was saying. This wasn't just about that one joke at the Oscars. This was something that had been building up, and that was his breaking point. But I didn't like. And I love Will. I'm from Philly. That's my Philly brother. But I didn't like that he picked his selective outrage, as Chris said. He picked Chris Rock as the person to do it to because he knew that was was an easy target. And I still don't like that he did it at the Oscars, like on national TV. Like if you was gonna smack him, at least do it backstage or something, or approach him like a man and say, "Yo, we need to take 5 minutes and handle this." Um, so I like the way he handled it in the special. He got his point out. He got it across. He didn't do 30 minutes on it. It was about 8 minutes, I guess, if that. 5 to 8 minutes was about the Will Smith situation. I thought it was funny. I thought it was poignant. I thought he made his point. He was passionate about it. So I had no problem with it, man. He did with a comedian. He told you, I'm not a fighter. I'm not gonna fight Will Smith. So he used his best attribute, his best talent, his best way of getting back, his most therapeutic way probably of getting back, and that was doing it in his stand-up special. So I didn't have a problem with it. I enjoyed it. I liked the way he handled it. Leave a comment, leave a message. Let me know what you think. Did you think it was funny? Did you think it was inappropriate? Yeah, let me know. Your boy O Scruggs. Peace.